Hello. How's it going, chats? Okay. I'm gonna load up the first match of the night. That was weird. Okay. You want to just close the program then, please? Instead of popping up infinite shit? Cool. That's a great sign. I click the first match and then immediately just get infinite errors. Can we just work? How about that? Can we just work? Okay. There we go. Okay, let's get into it. Oh. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Masu Pro Wrestling. I'm your host and sole commentator, Masu Pro Wrestling Ton. And tonight, we are kicking off MPW Presents Last Call with the tag team titles being defended. 1/3 of the Shogunate making her way to the ring. Ayasu gonna start us out. Ayasu and I can only assume her partner Azanaza gonna be taking on the tag team champions of Dragthulu and Bonk for, I believe, Dragthulu and Bonk's first title defense. The tag team title defenses are defended half as many times as the World Championships. And the Shogunate are looking to hold as many belts as possible. as in our semi-main event, Rize will be defending their championship. Azanaza, Ayasu's tag team partner, and also I should say for the main event tonight will be a groundbreaking 30-participant battle royal to determine the #1 contender for their respective titles coming into the final show of the season, Season 2. Who will main event Season 2 in a 30-participant battle royal to determine the #1 contender for the Idol or Icon Division Championship? Azanaza and Ayasu, very well put together and built team together as the Shogunate. We know they do have a little bit to prove. Their success in the tag division has not been a lot, but as a unit of the 3 members in the Shogunate, there are really none other like these 3 idols. And of course, their opponents for tonight will be the tag team champions, the MPW tag team champions, Dragthulu and Bonk. Honestly, it is a hard match to call who you think would come out on top. But when it comes to unity and strength, I think that Bonk and Dragthulu are close to none at the top of the mountain, and it shows as they are the tag team champions. Won this at Good as Gold and is going to be their first title defense in the tag team division. These two have done it all. They have both been former openweight champions, both former Icon Division champions, and now tag team champions together. Bonk and Drag looking to make history as they continue or attempt to continue their tag team title reign. We know the type of woman Rize is. I don't think she's going to want these two to come back home unless they're the tag team champions. Can Azanaz and Ayasu pick up the win for the tag team championship? I believe their first tag team championship match. The Shogunate versus Bonk and Dragthulu. Definitely the size and power advantage has to go to Bonk and Dragthulu. But will that be enough coming into this match? Does Azanaz and Ayasu have a strategy? It is to be seen and to be determined as the referee takes both championship belts. It's going to show to everyone what it's all about. The tag team championship on the line. Azanaz Ayasu, Bonk and Dragthulu. Tornado tag match. It's begun. Coming out of the championship corner is Bonk and Dragthulu, immediately getting taken by the Shogunate, clubbing blow to the back of the head by Bonk, drop kick by Ayasu. You don't want to look away for a moment. You might miss something as Drag gets Ayasu to the back. Irish whip over the top ropes. And Dragthulu follows to the floor. Bonk already busting open Azanaza with that knee. I'm going to rub some dirt in it. A classic remedy for any scar as Dragthulu takes Ayasu on the outside. Stalling suplex And lands on the concrete. Bonk with the clothesline. Azanaza trying to fight back, get some life. Bonk with the German to Azanaza. It was the Shogunate out the gate, but now it's looking to be 2 count, near fall for the champions. It was looking to be Bonk and Dragthulu, the champions taking control as Bonk is continuing. Both teams isolating one member, having a 1 dance partner. Dragthulu going for weapons as Bonk goes for the cover. Ayasu running in to try and save Azanaza. Azanaza kicks out. We talk about Azanaza having a chip on their shoulder, not really knowing if they are a part of the Shogunate or if they need to still prove themselves, and that would have been a big blow to the ego, I think, if Azanaza were to want to get pinfalled this early in the match. Ayasu going up top, Bonk on the floor. Which way is she looking? To the floor, drop kick, landing her head on the apron. Azanaza was looking for something, didn't quite connect. Bonk kicks out at 0. Ref was out of position. Chair in hand, Azanaza swinging a miss. Underhook, German. And Ayasu trying to get Drag up for something. Misses its backstabber, and a backstab of Bonks with that sledgehammer right to the spine of Azanaza. Both teams fighting on the outside, of course, as falls count anywhere. Up and onto the chair by Ayasu. Azanaza rolling up Bonk, the champion. Referee fucking daydreaming or some shit. Goes for the cover, only a 1 count for the challengers, and Azanaza now looking to end the match. Kick out at 1. Champions not letting it get to a 2 count. The chair back in Azanaza's hands, but they just do not have much luck as they move up the ramp. Ayasu not going to let their... Ooh, never mind. I was going to say not going to let their partner Northern Lights suplex on the concrete, and a beam clash by Bonk. Could that be enough to put away and retain the championship's kick out of 2? DNA DDT on the concrete by Azanaza. Cover, but Bonk is right there to break it up. Going for another combo, doesn't connect. Clothesline, but Bonk is just a little bit too beefy. Super kick! That one knocks him down. And a dragon screw leg whip to the dragon. Ooh, bouncing his knee off the concrete. Some more damage being dealt to the leg. Bonk is looking a little wear on him, taking it slow on the outside, moving to the ring. Ayasu letting Bonk know how she feels, getting chopped by Bonk. Azanaza from behind, Bonk handling both, sends Azanaza in the corner, takes Ayasu down. Bonk is like a one-man army elbow drop with some swagger. Dragthulu makes it back into the ring and sends Ayasu up and over. Goes under the ring to follow Ayasu. Right in front of the French-Canadian commentators table. And a second one of the night. No, Bonk's going to roll through. Abyssal tombstone by Dragthulu to Ayasu. Broken up by Azanaza, and a beam clash met for their troubles. 1, 2, 3, and the tag team champions retain in a relatively dominant fashion. You're still your tag team champions, Dragthulu and Bonk. I think they might be a difficult team to defeat. And here at last call, they retain the championship. As we will move on to the open weight championship match next. Gotta triple check something. I also need to close this. Shit. Yeah, that happens. Don't know. Let me actually. Why am I even looking at this? Right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. It's not that. It's this one. I know for a fact it's all right, but I want to double check now. Yeah. All right. Just had to double check something. Let's get into it. Oh. All right, it is time for the MPW Openweight Championship. This championship is defended in both divisions, and it is selected randomly across any division in MPW. Who will be challenging BA Tycho's Openweight Championship, and it will be the former Icon Division champion, former longest reigning Icon Division champion in history. FlairZero has been randomly selected for BA Tycho, and some may say that BA Tycho has 0 chances of defending his title, but Flair could just be the one to beat him. BA Tycho might be able to handle it. I was gonna say has 0 chance to retain. However, the person to dethrone Flair, tied for the longest reigning championship in MPW history for Icon Division, 140 days as champion, was Greg, a fellow member of the coalition of Humans Against Treachery, the team that BA Tycho is leading. Can Flair get some revenge on the coalition in this Falls Count Anywhere Anything Goes match for the Icon Division championship? This would be Flair's first ever Icon Division or Openweight championship. Flair is tied with Zarataro for the longest reigning championship title reign in the Icon Division. BA Tycho is a former, or is a 2-time Openweight champion, having a previous 54-day title reign with 1 title defense. Can he match his record? Or could he potentially have the shortest title reign in MPW history, as BA Tycho got this championship 2 days ago? Last Thursday on MPW, BA Tycho dethroned Usaino's longest reigning Openweight championship title reign of 84 days, 14 days more than the previous longest reigning championship. If BA Tycho loses the championship here tonight, he will have a 2-day title reign as the Openweight champion. You know BA Tycho doesn't want that on his record. He may be a 2-time champion, but he doesn't want to be a 2-day champion. He wants to be the champion today. The leader of the coalition needs to put out show off as an example for his fellow coalition members, or else they might not they might not be interested in following someone like that. BA Tycho says that he is the hero of the people, and he speaks for the chat, and he hears you. Can be a Tycho do it tonight? Openweight championship, falls count anywhere, anything goes. You can pin or submit your opponent anywhere inside the MPW ring. FlairZero has almost, I was going to say has almost done it all, but hasn't quite done it all. He's had very few championship title reigns in his career, one being exact, but it was the longest title reign in Icon Division history, or one of. Can he do it here tonight? Can Flair beat B.A. Tycho for the Openweight Championship? His second championship in history. For many people tonight, this is their last call for a championship, a last call for a title opportunity. The referee showing Flair what it's all about. The Openweight Championship officially on the line. Flair looking very at ease, very relaxed coming into this match. How will that psychology affect B.A. Tycho in this, and or affect Flair coming into this match? B.A. Tycho immediately not wasting any time, sending Flair to the floor. Of course, there are no countouts and no disqualification. You can pin or sub your opponent anywhere outside the ring or in it. Flair takes him down with a little combination of punches and a drop kick. Flair certainly taking his time. Double stomp to the chest. Gonna pick B.A. Tycho up off the ground, but B.A. Tycho not giving him an opportunity. Ducks under the kick. The head kick. A fight for power as both these two grapple. Chops lighting B.A. Tycho up, sending him into the barricade. Back body drop onto the steel barricade. Of course, we can use as much of the outside to your advantage as possible, and that's exactly what these two are going to do. Twist the arm some more. Hooks the leg on the champion. Kick out at one. So I'm so used to calling Flair's opponents the challengers. Combo breaker thwarted. Blocked by B.A. Tycho. Throws out a little jab. Doesn't quite connect into the barricade corner of the arena. The right hand's just rocking the jaw of B.A. Tycho. Collapsing to the floor, and a knee to that inside leg. Right in front of the French-Canadian commentators table. Sending B.A. Tycho into the other corner. Gonna go all four corners maybe. Flair's looking for something under the ring, some sort of weapon to inflict punishment on the B.A. Tycho. Metal bat meet ribs. Gonna crack B.A. Tycho's ribs. B.A. Tycho was going for something. Didn't quite connect. Suplex, tossing him. A release suplex by B.A. Tycho. And now sending Flair right off the MPW logo. Sending him back into the barricades. Fisherman suplex, barely missing the solid wood stairs. Almost got splinters on that one. Kick out at one, gets that shoulder up quite easily. Showing it's way too early for B.A. Tycho to call it. Over the knee, no, blocks it by Flair. Sends him into the French-Canadian commentators table, right onto the corner. And another double stomp, a lot of damage targeting the chest and ribs of B.A. Tycho. The upper body is going to be feeling pain. Ooh, in the head almost felt some pain, but B.A. Tycho grabbing the bat. Flair rolls through, knocks it out of B.A. Tycho's hands. Sends him back into the ring. Flair going through the middle ropes. Clothesline blocked by the leader of the coalition. Picking up Flair. What is he going to do? Leaves him to dry on the top rope. Ducks the right hand, throws one of his own, misses the jab. Back elbow bumps him. Oh my god, heavy shots. Ducks it below zero. Ducks the head kick into a below zero. Two. Kick out nearly a new openweight champion. nearly an new openweight champion. B.A. Tycho is going to get a little bit of a combo breaker straight to the jaw. Kendo stick in the hands of Flair now. What could that be used for? Kicked out of the hands of B.A. Tycho. Caught him with a left below zero. Again, FlairZero going to pick up 1, 2, 3. FlairZero, your new openweight champion. B.A. Tycho has made history tonight. Having a 2-day title reign. And FlairZero finds himself another championship as we'll move on to the Icon Division Championship next. Let me get... Okay, I just put that down. Cool. Where to God, let me know. Wanna stop and wear the crown. All right, let's get into it. Oh. All right, it is time for the Icon Division, the long-awaited Icon Division Championship title match. The winner of this match will secure themselves a spot in the finale of MPW as the champion. And Potato has his opportunity. His last call, if you will. Potato has had few chances and very little success when it's come to the championships. But he's looking to make a name for himself coming into the final match of the season. The final show of the season as the top dog in the Icon Division, the Stone Dog of MPW, looking to get his first ever championship in MPW history. He went up against Zarataro. He couldn't make it. Can he do it here tonight against Greg? Greg beat B.A. Tycho for the opportunity to get this championship and dethroned one of the longest reigning Icon Division champions in history. I would not count out Greg by any means at all. But Greg has one of the most unorthodox styles in MPW history. Can he pull off the craziest turnaround, or can he pull off the craziest win here tonight and retain the championship for the first time? Or will he be dethroned in his first championship match? This is Greg's first ever title, I was going to say title opportunity, but just the first title he's ever held in MPW. I believe this is full circle moment. I just had a brain blast. I'm pretty sure Greg's debut match in MPW. Oh, now I don't remember. No, it was against Zarataro for sure. I was going to say I thought it was Potato for a second. My mistake. Not all orange mask wearing wrestlers are the same. My apologies. However, these two have had similar careers in the success for their championships. One just so happens to have picked up the big silver. Potato is looking shaken, looking nervous. People called him too green, too new, too fresh. Hasn't been in the in MPW for a minute, but you have to be able to adapt if you want these championships. You can't see that kind of determination behind the mask of Greg, but we know no matter what, the Greg Nation is behind Greg. He's staring at that championship, still in disbelief that he has it. The Greg Nation. Behind Greg. Potato. A big opportunity for him. The Icon Division Championship is on the line. Who will secure their spot in the finale of Season 2? Will it be Potato or will it be Greg? The bell has rung, and Greg straight out the gate with a big boot, blocked by Potato. Chops and punches. Already looking off to be a good start for Potato. Don't want to have a commentator's curse, though. It is speed versus strength in this match. Greg's definitely got the height advantage and the reach advantage. But Potato is a big slab of meat, like a brick wall. Tossing haymakers, just manhandling Greg into the corner. Right hands raining on Greg in the corner, putting him in the tree of woe. Greg gets him with his long-ass legs. Running knee strike! That leaping knee. Potato gets on top of Greg. Reverses the control. You definitely don't want to get into a grapple fight with Potato. If I'm Greg, I want to use my speed as much as possible. Get as many strikes off as I can. I don't want to spend too much time trying to grapple with Potato, because you're just going to get outpowered. Grappling does take skill, but when you're outmatched in strength, there's not much you can do. And Greg, of course, showing exactly what I'm talking about. Tosses over. Ooh, headbutt. Nobody wins in a headbutt, but it seems like Potato is getting rolled up by the champion. One! Kick it out, one. Potato does not want to get rolled up, and Potato showing, hey, if anything you can do, I can do better. One for the challenger. Keeping the champion on their toes. Breaks through his defenses, but Potato, reversal, back and forth so far. Probably the most back and forth match we've had tonight. A combination of knees and punches, and ooh, right on the button with that knee. Greg with another forearm, striking with elbows and knees. Very deadly parts of the body. Do a lot of damage, even cut you open. And the elbows, the forearms, packing him up into the corner. Greg sending him off the ropes, bumps him. Another knee strike. Potato seems to be fading. Ducks it, though. And a drop kick to the spine. Gonna follow Greg to the outside. This is not falls count anywhere, meaning they do have 10 seconds to get back into the ring per the referee's count. And if Greg gets disqualified or counted out, actually championship advantage comes into effect, and Greg does not lose the championship, but loses the match. As these two battle it out in front of the French-Canadian commentators table, Fireman's carry spins him around for a discus punch. Greg sending Potato back into the ring. Taking his time. Pacing around the ring. 4 count. Came in. And a spear by Greg. Spear by Greg to Potato. 2. Nearly takes out the challenger. A spear from out of nowhere. Lined up by Greg. As Greg's going to go up top. What is he looking for? Big knee drop. Potato back up. Running through. Bumps him. Clothesline takes him down. Greg up on his feet. Potato's trying to get something off. Struggling with that clothesline. Knocks him right down. A force to be reckoned with. Potato drops him up and over. And picks him up for a spine buster, driving Greg into the canvas. Potato is looking to get some speed. Maybe has the champion right where he wants him. Potato! Plunge! For the championship. 1, 2. No! Kick out by Greg. Potato nearly had him. Going to try with that right hand on a liver shot by Greg. Sends Potato into the corner. Greg is slowing down. Since Potato knows, Potato reverses. Greg flips out of that corner. Expertly done. Goes for a clothesline. Ducks it. And a big clothesline from Greg. Nearly taken Potato's head off. Forearms again, trying to back him into the ropes in the corner. Super kick. Greg is getting all these off. Greg backing up. Spear, and it might just be over for the challenger. 1, 2, 3. Greg defends the championship. In a close match, but Greg does do it. I mean, what does this say about the infrastructure and stability of the coalition? Their leader not winning or not defending their championship and just a rung on the ladder in the championship, just a grunt, or in the team, just a grunt, retaining the biggest championship in the Icon division, guaranteeing his spot at MPW Presents. See you next time. It's Greg, as we will see which idol will be the Idol Division champion in our next match. I don't want to say we'll guarantee their spot because we have a golden opportunity looming in the background held by Glitchy. But we'll see who will be the Idol Division champion next. The Greg Nation on their feet. How's it going, Draven? Dude, I thought Potato had that, man. I'm kind of disappointed in Potato. Potato had that. How's it going, Draven? How you doing? You're right in time for the Idol Division Championship, and then we have the 30-participant Battle Royal. Okay, I'm gonna get into it. Ho! It is time for the semi-main event of the evening. The Idol Division Championship is on the line. This championship gives you a good shot at making it to the season finale of Season 2, but with Glitchy's golden opportunity still in play, there's always a chance that you could get cashed on and lose this championship. Speaking of Glitchy, they say that Rocky took the throne of scariest idol in MPW, and I would definitely say that Rocky is quite the intimidating force. One of the longest reigning, or the former longest reigning Idol Division champion is set to go up against the longest reigning Idol Division champion, but their championships, their championship title reign are massively apart. For Rocky, it was 93 days as champion, nearly 100, a week before 100. For Rize, it is 315 days, just under a year. Rize has been champion, but can Rocky dethrone her tonight? The Shogunate have not had a lot of luck tonight, as the Shogunate Azanaza and Ayasu lost their tag team championship match to the reigning and defending champions Bonk and Dragthulu. Will Rize have that same luck? Especially against one of the most dominant idols in the division. For sure. Finally getting their opportunity once again at the championship. Can Rocky end the longest reigning championship, and can I keep a hold of my pen? Rocky is impressive, but 315 days ago, this woman walked into the arena as a challenger and exited as the champion. The self-proclaimed Panda Archon herself, head of the table, head of Olympus, Rize, the leader of the Shogunate, looking to defend her championship one more time. I mean, many people have been talking about this online, saying that Rize is going to be taken out by Rocky, that Rocky is their best chance at Rize getting dethroned, and I can say that I can see where they're coming from. However, for this Idol Division champion, she has gone through so many uphill battles, defended the championship in the Elimination Chamber, defended the championship previously at Carnal Chaos in the Fatal 4-Way. Rize will not go down easy, wanting this as the opportunity and a potential shot, a potential securing spot for Season 2, or the Season 2 finale. Truly, this is anybody's game coming into this match. I am not a betting man. I don't know who you have in this match, but it is Rize versus Rocky. Two of the most impressive people in the industry, let alone the Idol Division. All for this championship right here, the Idol Division Championship. Rize versus Rocky begins now. Clothesline, beats back elbow for Rocky. As the champion tries to take control early, Rocky can't get her licks in. German suplex by the champ. And a big boot, just keeping him on the mat. Wanting to keep him on the ground. Strike to the back. You don't want to expend all your energy too early, though, as Rocky's going to roll the outside over the top. Cannonball could have been playing possum for Rocky, or by Rocky. Shoulder tackle takes Rocky down on the mat, of course. Championship advantage. One-arm power bomb by Rize. Championship's advantage isn't effective. Rize does get counted out or disqualified. DDT onto the floor. The championship will not change hands. Rize will lose the match, but the championship will not change hands. Rocky must win by pinfall or submission in the ring. Rize taking her time to get back in the ring. Rocky with those chops and slaps. Some of the most devastating in the business. Ooh, right as I said, overhand chop. Now choking Rize with a headbutt. Meet the horns. And Rocky showing exactly why they're so dangerous. Choking out the champion in a wild fashion, cutting off the blood flow, the circulation to the brain, as well as the circulation of oxygen to the head. Rize gets back up and, ooh, a big slap to the face. Spear by Rize! Rolls over. 1, 2, and a near fall for the champion. Nearly defending the championship. Thwarted their plans with that jawbreaker reversal. Choke slam, sit down choke slam by Rocky, covers the champion. Kick out at 1. Rize back up. Rocky, another choke slam. And another one. Wanting to keep Rize on that floor. A second choke slam does the job. Rocky, Canadian Destroyer to the champion. Very close to the ropes, but hooks the leg. Shoulders down for the championship. Kick out at 2. Rize is in trouble. Rocky. Rize knows she's in trouble. Moves to the outside. Rocky going up top. Axe handle reversed. Nobody's having luck going to the outside from the ropes. Front face lock, chin lock applied. You can't win on the outside like this, but getting a lot of damage. Rize throws Rocky in. Rize telling the crowd that she's got a plan, maybe, letting her feelings be known to the MPW crowd. Rocky getting back into the ring. Clothesline gets caught. An unwelcome entrance. And now Rocky picking up Rize. Bounces her off the top rope. The knees into that back handspring, landing the knees again onto the chest. We talk about breathing, and it looks like that's entirely Rocky's plan. Cut off the oxygen flow. Choking and hitting the stomach. Voiding the lungs of air. Off the ropes with that elbow drop. Floats over to cover the champion. 1-2 for the championship. Get it 2 with authority, though. Rize holding it. But does Rocky smell blood in the water? Rize ducks the grab. Gets some kicks to the back of the leg. Butterfly takeover. Rize gonna try as much as she can to keep that momentum in her favor. Rocky catches Rize getting up. Lost. And found to the champion. It's over. 2. No! Kick out of 2. Rize crawling to the corner. The championship. Her championship dreams nearly dashed. Her life flashing before her eyes. Rize and out of the corner. Clothesline. Trying to keep some steam. Kick to the gut. Twist of fate. Twist of fate to the challenger. 1, 2. Kick out at 2. Rocky not staying down. Shitty little elbow drop. And I was gonna say another one, but now headbutts from Rocky, or from Rize to Rocky. Busting Rocky open above that left eye. Attacking the inside leg with an elbow drop. Rocky rolling to the ropes. Rize eyeing her up like a piece of meat. Clothesline up and over. In the main event, that's exactly how you're going to want to eliminate your opponents. A forearm to Rocky. Rocky on jelly legs as they fight up the ramp. Choke slam to the floor. Rocky slowly making her way back into the ring. Rize is going to follow in. Picks up Rocky. Wrath of God. Should have kept your talking to a minimum, Rocky. 2, 3. Rocky attempting to intimidate the champion. Only left her with an opening. Wrath of God. And the championship retained. 315 days plus for Rize. That was our last championship match of the night, but we will move into the 30-person Battle Royal. Only one person out of the 30 will main event the season finale of MPW and have a title shot opportunity. Let's see who makes it. That was actually crazy. That was pretty crazy. Okay, I want to see, make sure. I'm glad I checked this. Why is that like that? Okay, I'm glad I checked this. have some people that aren't supposed to be here. Now, let me go through and double check everybody. And then also let me check one other thing. Okay. Let me check one other thing because I'm pretty sure. There he is. Yeah, I knew. That's... Okay. Save. That. And then I'm pretty sure you have something, or you're in a fine thing. Yeah. Alright. That should be good. Check everything. Triple check everything. I don't know if this is gonna fuck up something. Okay, that should be good. Alright. Let's get into it. I wish I looked up stats for the last 30 participant battle royal, because that would have been probably smart. Alright, let's get into it. Ho, and hopefully nothing fucks up. Ho. Ooh, woo, it is time for the 30 participant battle royal. You have to... The only way you can win this match is by being the last member in the ring. You can eliminate your opponents by sending them over the ropes and to the floor. And whoever wins this match will main event the season finale of MPW. Anyone can show up from any division to earn themselves a title shot. We will keep counting down until all 30 participants have come out. Who will start us off as number 1? The new MPW Openweight Champion and the former longest reigning Icon Division Champion. Might not have some luck. He had to come back on his bike because he was already heading out. He came back. He called him. He said, "Oh no, you still got a match." He was gonna go out and celebrate, and he is the number 1. Drew number 1 for this match, meaning Flair has to get through 29 other opponents to make it all the way. It's a very, very daunting task, but Flair can do it. FlairZero just beat BA Tycho, who had a history-making 2-day title reign as the openweight champion. Can Flair make history again tonight and become the first ever member to win from number 1? I don't remember last year's winner because I didn't look up any of the stats. I know Merlin was last year's winner, but I don't remember the number for last year's winner. It was probably like 27 if I had to take a shot in the dark. Oh my gosh. This is just perfect for Flair. 2 champions starting off, and these two have such history with each other. It's Dragthulu. These two were at each other's throats straight from Season 1. Their paths crossed multiple times. And to meet once again in the 30-participant Battle Royal as number 1 and 2, it's just, it makes me laugh. The one half of the tag team champions, Dragthulu. Something you have to keep in mind with both these two competitors is they're starting at 1 and 2, that is for certain, but they've also wrestled a whole separate match. Flair and Dragthulu wrestled in their own championship matches. Dragthulu defended the tag team champions with Bonk, and Flair beat BA Tycho for the openweight championship. They've already wrestled one night, so they're not only at a disadvantage starting out this early in the run, but they're at a disadvantage because they've already wrestled once. They've had some time to take a break in between, but usually people get a week off, 2 days at least, before having to wrestle again. Not these two. They gotta wrestle in the same night, and I'm certain that many others will have to as well. We'll probably see Bonk down the line. We'll probably see BA Tycho, Greg, Rize, Rocky, Potato, but these two have to start from 1 and 2. Dragthulu and Flair are going to start us off as the timer will click down after the bell rings. Flair saying he's number 1 and he's going to go all the way. A cocky attitude for the most recent crowned openweight champion, and Drag bumps him. He's not going to let Flair, not going to give him, he's going to start working the arm breaker on that handstand. I'm going to break your fingers, break that arm. Flair sending Dragthulu into the corner. Oh! Glitchy! Flair's betrothed, the second to enter the match, but is this every person for themselves? And it looks like it is. It looks like No Hard's feeling love, but it looks like it might be every man, every woman, every idol, every icon for themselves. Glitchy also holds the golden opportunity, meaning if she doesn't win this, she has a shot. A guaranteed title opportunity. ShmeepsWorld will be number 4. Shmeeps and Glitchy have a long history together. German suplex immediately entering the ring. Getting German suplexed by Dragthulu. One-legged dropkick doesn't knock down Glitchy as the ring will quickly fill. Elbows to the chin. And a clap to the ears. As we're already going to be on number 5, Tyranno Maximum. I'm gonna be bad. I just remembered that the last time we did this, we did a special type of Royal Rumble that had the timer slightly different. And I'm gonna double check that. But I remember it was a little, it took the match longer, obviously, but I remember it was a little bit more fun because it wasn't like I think it's a literal 30-second timer for this one, but I remember we had to change it, I'm pretty sure, as well. I want to double check. Yeah. I think we want to do... Yeah, I think that's what we want to do. Apologies if you liked how that match was going. I just feel like it's more fun when you actually have to wait for people to show up instead of like every 2 seconds a new person comes out. Let me make sure. Why? Shit. Okay, let me go back. So now this thing's being annoying as fuck. I don't even know where they're getting that shit from then. Okay, we're probably gonna get cursed now because I wanted to restart the match. I think that works. Alright. Knock on wood that it works. Also, because I thought it was funny that I had to say ooh in the beginning, I'm gonna say ooh again. Let's get into it. Ooh, woo, it is time for the main event of tonight's MPW presents Last Call. The 30-participant battle royal, meaning that 30 participants will enter the ring and only one member can win the match. You win by eliminating all other members in the ring until you're the last remaining by sending them over the rope and onto the floor. The winner of this match will be able to main event the Season 2 finale of MPW. Who will start us off at number 1 and number 2? for the 30-participant Battle Royal, the longest reigning or tied for the longest reigning Icon Division Championship with FlairZero. Zarataro is going to start us off. An unlucky position to be number 1, but I will say that Zarataro could be the one to do it and make history and being the first ever participant to win from the number 1 position. I don't know which position because I didn't look it up because I'm a bad commentator. But I can't remember which position won last year. But I know if I had to guess, it was like 27. It was definitely later. And it's going to be a difficult ride for Zarataro, but you can't give up. And Zarataro is not one to be known to give up the ham, starting us off at number 1. Who will be number 2 in this match? Looks like Zarataro is going to go up against another high flyer, a former Idol Division champion, ShmeepsWorld. Gonna start off the match with Zarataro. Both these two have a long road ahead of them. No one has ever won from before the 15, like the first half. I don't think anyone has won. Well, obviously not. But Shmeeps could be the first Idol to pick up the win. The last year's winner was MerlinGTB. Could a Idol pick up the win this year? The 2 to start off this match, Zarataro and ShmeepsWorld. The clock is going to be ticking down and people will be joining them shortly. Zarataro sending Shmeeps off the ropes, ducks under, dropkick, reverse, or avoided by ShmeepsWorld. Right forearm. That punch slid into an elbow. As the 3rd participant is going to be joining them, Draven! Dancing with Draven. And now, these are usually a battle, a free-for-all, if you will, but this could be, I mean, Dawn Deceased uniting early into this battle royal could be something we see, but Draven showing that it is every person for themselves. Clothesline, drop kick. And Dobby is number 4. It seems like Shmeeps and Draven have a little bit of a working relationship here. Or at least a soft team up. Powerbomb by Dobby. We know that Dobby and Zarataro have no love towards each other. Dobby was almost the one to dethrone Zarataro. Sunset flip. As the ring is already filling up. Barry Busted Holmes making his 2nd entrance ever in the Battle Royal. Not officially signed with MPW, as he works his maid cafe job, but he is here early to try and pick up a win. Could earn himself a contract. Many people made their debut in the original Battle Royal, but Barry unfortunately couldn't keep up the wrestling schedule and his work at the cafe. Shmeeps is the first eliminated. Sent over the top, and now Greg, the Icon Division champion, making his way to the ring. No more alliance for Draven, as Big super kick from Greg, the Icon Division champion, defending his title tonight. You know, he'll still feel the effects from that match. Pushing Draven off him. Getting Draven in the corner. And now the other half of Don Deceased might get eliminated. Shoulder power bomb by Dobby. Emrys Morgana, number 7. Super kick from Emrys. We know Emrys wants a shot at the Idol Division Championship. So far, the only elimination has been ShmeepsWorld. German suplex by Draven. Frankensteiner by Zarataro. Zarataro sending Barry into the corner. Usaino. Dobby looking to eliminate the champion, the Icon Division champion. If Greg wins this Battle Royal, or Rize wins this Battle Royal, they'll basically secure themselves a safety to not losing the championship in Season 2. Zarataro up with that DDT. DDT back to him. Barry with the Saito suplex. And Greg is gone. Usaino eliminates Greg and Emrys Morgana. Usaino cleaning house a bit as Flair enters. Below 0 from Flair. Off the ropes, Kaiju Killer to Flair. Zarataro looking to try to eliminate Draven, but then again, tag teaming with Usaino. Usaino got sent into the corner by Dobby, looking to get an elimination. Sound of Night to Zarataro. Barry's got Flair up, the openweight champion, on his shoulders. Couldn't quite get him anywhere. Powerbomb holds it by Flair, and Angel is gonna mark 1/3, excuse me, of the members of this match entering the ring. Powerbomb. Flair dethroned Zarataro. Or not, actually, no, Angel dethroned Zarataro, excuse me. And Zarataro, remembering that, trying to take Angel out early. Angel gets back into the ring. As number 11, 1-1, is going to be followed. Sent into the ring soon. Potato, unable to capture the Icon Division Championship tonight, but could he win the 30-participant Battle Royal and earn himself a spot at the finale? As more chaos ensues in the ring, Barry has Zarataro up over the legs. Hurricane Rana sending Zarataro out of the ring. Elimination, German suplex by Flair, and now gonna try to take out Usaino. Barry lines it up and over, and Usaino eliminates a 3rd member of the 1% of the match has been eliminated by Usaino. Saito suplex by Flair. And now Draven has Flair in the corner. Flair fighting out the openweight champion. Sidewalk backbreaker. Angel with a sit-down powerbomb. Flair getting beaten and battered by all sides, but not falling down. Sends Angel over his knee. Draven DDT. Usaino drops the elbow. The calm before the storm, as another member of the roster is entering in less than 2 seconds. TeaTheShiba. Usano nearly getting another elimination on Dabi, but Dabi fights out TeaTheShiba. Oh, and Usano gets eliminated. TeaTheShiba now, former Idol Division champion, looking for that shot once again. Ripcord clothesline by Draven. Azanaza now entering in at lucky number 13. Draven, of course, is the person that's been in the match the longest. Still holding their own. Dabi out cold in the corner. This would be a big win for either member of the Shogunate to pick up a win in this match. And we can see if the Shogunate get members in together, could potentially be a threat to everybody else in the ring. I'll be trying to get T up against the ropes. Looking to eliminate T, has her up over his shoulders. Rize, speaking of the Shogunate, the Idol Division champion, number 14, might have a little bit of an alliance here with the Shogunate. If Rize can win this match, oh, I say that, but immediately Azanaza wanting to maybe prove themselves to their leader. DDT. T and Rize battling it out as always, as T gets Rize up in the corner. Only got one leg up, and it's just not enough. Rize too fresh in this match. Flair lawn darts Azanaza's head into the turnbuckle. Final ignition by Dabi. T super kicks Rize over the top rope. Both Greg and Rize will not be earning themselves a free pass at the season finale. Potato plunge! Rize eliminated early by TeaTheShiba. I know that one's got a sting. Sends Dabi up and over. Dabi holding on for dear life as he pulls himself back into the ring. Below zero, T is just getting the brunt of it. Azanaza in the corner. Draven looking to eliminate. Fall from grace. No, Dabi reverses or slides out of it. Dabi letting the blood rush to Angel's head. And now T's looking to boop the schnoot. Boom, right on the noggin. Right on the nose. And now everybody's getting it from T. Boop the schnoot. As number 15 halfway through. Lunas marking the halfway point. Azanaza in trouble. Gets back in. Potato trying to eliminate Dabi, and he does. Potato getting elimination, targeting the newest member of the match. Angel sending Potato off the ropes, scoops him up. Below zero to Blueness. A welcoming gift to this match from Flair. Sound of Night. Flair getting a bit of his own. Azanaza left. And Angel and T putting their heads together non-consensually by Draven. Hooking both arms with a belly to belly from Potato 40 seconds ago. Lunas off the ropes, bumps into Flair. Angel up and over the ropes, holding for dear life. Sound of Night to T from Draven. Draven now going for some Germans. You can't catch a German with a German as Potato fights out of it. Inverted DDT by Blueness. Draven sent into the corner. Angel looking to get an elimination. Number 16 on their way as the countdown starts. Garreth on Pardon. This could be Garreth's only shot at the Icon division all season. If Garreth can make it all the way, Draven holding on for dear life. If Garreth can win this match, this could earn himself a shot at the Icon Division Championship. He is so close to being out of Season 2 with that punishment. Angel's been eliminated. Garreth setting up Flair. Ozanaza getting pushed into that corner, the challenger's corner. Garreth sent up and over by Flair, and his dreams are dashed quickly by the openweight champion. Drop kick while Potato's back was turned. Getting Draven onto the ropes. Draven nearly getting eliminated. Reversal and nearly sending Flair over the ropes. Blueness in a position to be eliminated. T catches half and half back. Oh my god, caught it. Rolled through. And Sound of Night to Potato. German suplex by Blueness. Flair catching everybody when they're not looking. Inverted DDT onto the knee. T hooks both arms. Pedigree to Ozanaza. And Bonk, one half of the tag team champions at 17. I mean, not that close to the ending, but for someone like Bonk, this is a pretty good number, a pretty solid position to be in. Step up knee strike by T. Potato up, Bonk catches him on the head with that headbutt. We're almost getting to max capacity with this ring. Potato looking for an elimination, getting T onto the top rope, and it is looking like a bear is going to be entering the arena. Last season, the bear almost won the whole damn thing. Could he do it again? Definitely. I don't have the exact numbers, but I'm pretty sure the bear has the most eliminations in any battle royal, like of 30 participant battle royal specifically. Everybody is just brawling. T wants that championship back. She was the last champion before Rize. She wants that championship back, and this could be her last call for the championship. Potato trying to get T back into that corner. Ozanaza with a clothesline. Bonk slapping DDT. DNA DDT to Blueness by Ozanaza. Flair with the German. And a clothesline to Ozanaza from a bear. Below zero to from Flair to Bonk. So much action is happening right now. It's hard to keep up. The only thing we want to focus on, though, is who will be the next eliminated. T sending the bear over the ropes. And she's maybe, I was going to say follow suit, but Draven sends her into the corner. The bear gets put in the corner. Ozanaza driving their arm into him. Potato lifting Bonk up over his shoulders. Power slam. And a headbutt to Flair, floating it over into a toss. Looks like nobody is trying beam clash, but Draven doesn't go down. Looks like nobody's attempting to get an elimination, but trying to do as much damage to their opponents to make those eliminations easier. Ozanaza off the rope. Ducks the chop from Bonk. Flair sends Bonk over the ropes. Flair looking for an elimination. And now the Bear's looking for an elimination on T. T is held high in the air and sent over. T has been eliminated. Bonk makes his way back into the ring. The Bear gets sent up and over and eliminated by Azanaza, one of the more dangerous competitors, and Azanaza gets eliminated for their troubles. Three eliminations back to back to back. Off the ropes. Bonk tried to eliminate Blueness. Blueness gets back in. Blueness sends Bonk onto the apron, but not allowing the elimination to happen so quickly, or so easily. Sending Bonk up against the ropes one more time. Leaving him there below zero to an already dazed Potato. Flair now going back after Bonk, sends him over the ropes. Bonk is not letting himself get eliminated. Sound of Night from Draven. And a below zero from Flair. Sound of Night from Draven again. The only one standing tall. MPW 2.0 will be 19. This is someone that you do not want to see at this point of the match. Everybody's already weakened, and now one of the biggest, strongest competitors in MPW entered the ring. You're going to have to try to work together to take this person out, because how can someone eliminate the size of MPW? How do you eliminate someone the size of MPW so easily? Dropping Draven headfirst in the turnbuckle, busting her open, catching her for a German, and Tyranno Maximum marks 2/3 entering the match. Ty almost defeated Rize and defeated the championship title reign. Could they shock the world once again and win the 30-participant Battle Royal? I'd be remiss, I don't want to jinx it, but I would be remiss to say that Draven has survived 17 other people at this point. 21 is Rocky. Again, not the type of person you want to see this late into the match. You do not want to see someone like Rocky at number 21. Because Rocky is such a dangerous competitor. They could easily win the match. Blueness is eliminated by Potato. Bonk once again fighting back into the ring. German suplex by Flair to Potato. Bonk and Rocky going at it. And a bulldog by Bonk. Ty getting caught with some punches from Flair. Oh my god, getting dropped on their head. Grabbing MPW from a precarious situation originally with these triple Germans by Draven. Lifting someone like MPW over your head is actually insane. Big knee strike to the back of the head by Rocky. And a clothesline from Draven. Green mist from Rocky. Mysterious green mist from Rocky. Sprayed, I think, towards Potato, but I don't think hit him. Draven with the backbreaker. We already saw ShmeepsWorld enter this match, but now MPW is taking everyone. Bonk just eliminated someone. I completely missed it. It was Tyranno. Tyranno Maximum has been eliminated by Bonk. The third and final member of the Shogunate making their way. Flair getting pushed into the ropes. German suplex. Draven getting caught by the back. Potato plunge to ShmeepsWorld. And another potato plunge. Lighting everybody up. Headbutt from Potato. Potato has been fighting hard in this match as well. He's definitely looking to get that title opportunity back. German suplex, one of the best Germans in the business. And a win here would secure Potato that title opportunity. MamaInu making it to number 23. Rocky over the ropes. Gets back in though. MamaInu has not held the openweight or the Idol Division Championship yet. Could this be her opportunity, her time, her last call at the championship? Choke toss thwarted by Ayasu. As the ring is completely filled with bodies. Bonk looking, puts Draven in that corner. Rocky, cross body on the floor. Bonk trying to send... Oh, Bonk sends ShmeepsWorld off the apron, eliminating ShmeepsWorld. A big elimination for Potato. Flair, brass knuckles. I mean, there's no disqualification in this match, but Flair bringing in a foreign object. Sound of no to MamaInu. Sending Ayasu and... Oh my god, send him into orbit. Rocky looking to eliminate Draven. Could it be her time? It is. Draven was number 3 in this match and lasted like to 23. Outlasted 20 other people. German suplex by the Super Naiyan. Spending a long amount of time in that match was Draven. Power slam. Tabby Cat. Number 24. Feeling the blues. I feel like I'm just announcing move names at this point. That's basically what this match has become. Ayasu attacking Tabby Cat, his newest member of the match. Tabby Cat targeting the dog, the Shiba Queen, if you will, MamaInu, head of the Shiba family. Russian leg sweep, sending... Oh my god, what is Potato going for here? Has Tabby Cat and Flair on his shoulders! Double F5 by Potato! What a moment for Potato, showing that strength. Dragthulu now, number 25, the other half of the tag team champions, could potentially help Bonk pick up the win. Divide and conquer, or not pick up the win, but help Bonk survive. Divide and conquer. Ayasu, ooh, sent out from Potato. Another elimination for Potato. Oh my god, Rocky gets sent into the air. And now Bonk sending Rocky into the corner. Dragthulu nearly eliminated, but saves himself. Rocky up there, but lives on barely. Below 0 to Bonk. Potato maybe looking to try to eliminate Dragthulu. Potato has Dragthulu up over shoulders, and the one half of the tag team champions has been eliminated. MamaInu to the outside, and oh my god, wrenching in the back and neck of Tabby Cat was Rocky there. And the screams of pain shaking the camera. Discus punch thwarted. Saito suplex by Potato. Flair looking to eliminate Bonk now. Potato in trouble on that apron. UnchainedAwesome Twumber 27. Of course, they got to give this guy all the help he can get. We have 4 more competitors in the back. Rocky got eliminated by Tabby Cat. And Shane now going after Flair. These two have had a couple wars with each other. Spinebuster by Tabby Cat. No Unchained taking it to his fellow dog. MamaInu fighting out of that corner. B.A. Tycho. The history-breaking B.A. Tycho potato plunge. 2-day title reign as openweight champion, and that man across the ring. FlairZero immediately him going for him. Flair was the one to break his title reign. Unchained survives, holding on, skins the cat as Tabby tries to get him eliminated. Shane doesn't take too kindly to that. MamaInu up to her old tricks to Flair. Back alley. No, not a back alley-oop. Brainbuster by Tabby Cat. The third to last person in this match. MerlinGTB earning himself another late spot. The previous last year's winner of the 30 participant battle royal, entering at 28. And Shane sending Flair into the corner, looking to get that elimination. Bonk is eliminated. Back alley oops of Merlin. Flair fights back to get into the ring, holding his spot. Flair or Potato are the longest left or the longest remaining in this match. The people who have been in here the longest. Shane trying to fight his way out of this corner. Potato plunge. Flair got backed up right into a potato plunge. Could we see a repeat by Merlin tonight? Earn himself another title shot. Merlin has not had a lot of title luck this season. I'm sorry, I love you by MamaInu. MamaInu's got Chain. I'm sorry, I love you. Straight to the chin. Eliminating Chain. Way to go, MamaInu. And now Potato sends MamaInu up and over. The second to last member of the match. GlitchyBasturds 29. Glitchy not only has a really great spot in the Battle Royal, but has the golden opportunity for the Idol Division Championship, meaning she's got 2 opportunities at the Idol Division Championship. Merlin's been eliminated. The returning winner eliminated. Brainbuster by Tabby Cat. Potato German suplex to B.A. Tycho. If B.A. Tycho wins this, he'll go up against Greg. This could be a way to prove his strength as leader in the coalition after losing the Openweight Championship. Glitchy on the shoulders of Potato, getting another elimination. It's not all tears for Glitchy. As I said, she has the golden opportunity still. And MintyClovers, no matter who wins tonight, today's going to be a good day as MintyClovers is your 30th and final member of the 30-participant Battle Royal. We are witnessing the final 5 in the Battle Royal. Potato, MintyClovers, MamaInu, and FlairZero. Potato! Nope, in plain sight, I thought he was going to do Potato Plunge for a second. 3 amigos. From Flair, Luthez pressed by MintyClovers. Flair gets sent up and over, holding on for dear life. Minty looking to eliminate B.A. Tycho. Flair is looking to help. The first show of teamwork in the Battle Royal, trying to secure their spot. MamaInu, final 4. Potato has eliminated another one. Potato has eliminated so many members of the match. Minty sent off the ropes, back elbow by B.A. Tycho. Flair and Potato definitely the least fresh in this match, but holding their own. Minty the most fresh, and B.A. Tycho only room temperature fresh. Big boot from Potato to Flair. Power slam. Kip up. Flair could be a dual champion if he wins this. Big boot from B.A. Tycho. Backbreaker clothesline. Minty gets sent into the corner. Gets that elbow to fight out. Flair DDT. Who will be the final members? Clothesline. This is the final 4. 3 icons, 1 idol. Who will come out on top? Potato in the corner. Another backbreaker clothesline to the back. Inzagiri catches Minty as Potato gets sent up and over. B.A. Tycho inadvertently saving him from elimination. Minty trying to take her time under the ropes. Very expert play here. Let your opponents wear themselves out. Flair has Potato in a precarious situation. Looking for that elimination. Fisherman suplex. Sorry for the whistle. Gets him onto the apron. B.A. Tycho in plain sight to Minty. Potato still in this. A lot of orange in this match. If you bet that someone wearing orange would win this match, you're pretty happy. B.A. Tycho, butterfly. Oh, reversal. Minty's back in it. Back body drop. Flair's got Potato on the ropes, looking for his opportunity. Clothesline by Minty. Minty, I was going to say, maybe looking to help Flair again. Gets Potato once again in that same position on the apron. Will it be enough this time? No, Potato fighting for his dear life. Chops lighting them up. Overhand punch. Fallaway slam. Booty pop and moonsault by Minty. Nobody's home. And Minty calling for another partnership for a little bit with Potato. Double Russian leg sweep. Now Minty going after one of the weaker men in the match. Dragon Screw leg whip by BA Tycho. Sends Minty off the ropes. Scoops her. And is hearing the voices of the chat. BA Tycho's got him on his shoulders. Flair doesn't want to be up there. For Potato, this would mean everything. Another shot at a championship, and as I say that, super kick by Minty. His dreams are dashed, but if Minty can win, it's not completely over for Potato. But it's unlikely. Minty, with her first elimination of the night, getting that final 3. Flair saving BA Tycho, sending Minty off the ropes. Flair sending Minty off the ropes again. Oh, sends Minty up and over all the way. It's the final 2. Flair versus BA Tycho. BA Tycho on the ropes. Gets back into the ring. Flair is trying to get him against those ropes. Below 0. Reverses into a power slam. BA Tycho. Rights and lefts galore. Flair gets out of the corner. Suplex. BA Tycho not letting him get any chance. No! Skins the cat. Flair back into the ring. BA Tycho's in trouble. He's got to hold on. He's got to fight out. BA Tycho is in deep trouble. Flair's only got one leg, though. BA Tycho gets that elbow. BA Tycho looking weary. So is Flair. For Flair, this is a chance at being a double champion. For BA Tycho, it's about showing his people that he's still the leader of the coalition. Flair in trouble. No, elbow. Flair and BA Tycho look exhausted as these two take an opportunity to stare down. Catching him with a judo toss. Flair is looking to put the nail in BA Tycho's coffin below 0. But both members are so spent. BA Tycho up and over onto the apron. And Flair eliminates BA Tycho. The newly crowned openweight champion beats BA Tycho for the 2nd time in the night. The newly crowned openweight champion has earned himself a spot at the Icon Division Championship and guaranteed that he will be in the main event of Season 2's finale. FlairZero tied for the longest reigning Icon Division Championship title reign in history, looking for another shot. Thank you so much for watching. Masu Pro Wrestling presents Last Call. It was the last call for the Icons, but who in the Idols will earn the #1 contendership for Rize's championship 315 plus days? I will see you guys on Thursday. I am Masu Pro Wrestlington. This was Masu Pro Wrestling, and I'll see you guys on Thursday. Stream's not over. It's just been a long ass stream. If anyone's trickling in, how you doing? How you doing? We just finished the premium live event. Merlin, how's it going? Did that play twice? No. Merlin, how's it going? Oh, actually, I'm so glad you did that at that time. I forget. This is the one stream I remember to turn on StreamerBot. I don't have StreamerBot on these because I can't control it per thing. Or I can, but I just don't have it. What am I? Thank you for the 55-month resub. How you doing, Merlin? You had a pretty good number on in the Battle Royal. You just unfortunately didn't pick up the win. Flair picks up the win. And I gotta go pee really badly. I'll do 5 push-ups, go pee, I'll put you guys on an ad break and the BRB screen. And I'll be right back, and we'll start up for the next shows. Okay, wait. I don't want to end stream. I don't want to end stream. I'm just thinking about it. I'm going to roll a d20, and if I get a 20, I'm going to continue streaming. That was a lie. I lied to your faces. But I want to keep playing Yakuza. It's just kind of sick. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. We're gonna leave. We're gonna leave it for a bit. We're gonna maybe play the game a little bit more. Oh no. Banner is fashionably late as always. Yo! Let's go! Yo! Let's go! Ka-ching, ka-ching! That's dollar bills right there. Hey, what the heck? Ka-ching, how you doing, girl? Another character I need to build. Okay. Okay.
Are we close enough?
Oh, you can see its fucking eyes. I'm back. We're still running ads, but I'm back. I don't know why. Where am I? How long has my VTuber been gone? Hopefully not long, because it looks like something happened with VC Face. Yeah, VC Face crashed. That's weird. I was doing some model work stuff the other day, or today. Oh, I don't know actually how many eliminations you got, Merlin. I don't know if you got any actually this time. Okay. I'm going to organize, because the Icon Division Championship already has a #1 contender being Flair. I think we should plan an Idol Division tournament, and we should just give them, like, basically, if I can, basically just do every idol. So I'm going to make a list of every idol, and we'll see how many we can fit into a tournament that seems fair, and if it fits our timeline. Barry Busted Homes came back, though, Merlin. If you remember him. He didn't make it very far. Why did I do that? Why am I... We have 2 more shows after the one that we did. At the one we just did, so... So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I think we could do 12 is a number we can do, because we can do 2, we can do 4, 8. I think 16 would be the next one we'd have to do. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So if I did 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. If I did this. We'd probably want to do. Probably have to do 8 people then. I guess we could do. Okay, wait. If I did. Chat, name some idols you think deserve a title opportunity, whether that's good, whether they're good or bad, and you can be as biased as you want. We need 3 of these. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. There. And if you guys don't have opinions, then I'm gonna pick some for myself because I think Raven, that I could be as biased as I want. Rocky. I'm being really biased, like a balloonist. Minty and No, I'm not good at counting because it's not right. Oh, right. That makes sense. Um, I'll just that. That should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I don't know. I don't know how I'm fucking doing this. Okay. But we gotta take our time with it. This is 4, basically. Right, because this would be 3, 6, 9, 12. I think this is as good as we're gonna get the tournament to look. Is 12 people. So I'm gonna go Draven, Rocky, E, Minty, and then we'll go you, you, have you, 6, 8, 11. I think that's gonna be how we do it. And now I wrote these down because I'm planning this. Sorry, this is taking a long time, a lot longer than I thought. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, and 1, which means 8. And there's 11 matches. We have 5 weeks, so we should be able to do that. We have 5 weeks, 11 matches, meaning that we'd basically need at least 2 matches per show, except for one that would probably need 3. Okay. We'll do... Okay, and... And then, okay. All right. Now I'm gonna edit the matches, actually set them up, and we'll start off the next show. Hopefully you guys are okay and not bored out of your minds waiting for me to finish this. But we will start shortly. See, these matches are actually really important for me because they determine who I need to make first in WWE 2K25. So I know I'm gonna have to make Flair. I'm gonna have to make Greg. Rize's already made. Whichever the Idol Division champion number 1 contender is, it's gonna have to be made. Let me do one thing first. All right. This is the second show of the night. First match, second show, and then we have 4 matches this show, 4 matches next show. So you guys got a lot of stuff. We'll hopefully get through all of it tonight. But if I don't, I'll pick it up tomorrow. All right, let's get into it. Ho. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Masu Pro Wrestling. I'm your host and sole commentator, Masu Pro Wrestlington, and welcome back to good old Thursday Masu Pro Wrestling. Coming off of an insane MPW Presents Last Call. For the Icons, it's pretty much a shut book other than ending off your season with a bang. The Icon division will not have a number 1 contenders tournament leading up into MPW Presents See You Next Time, as they have no championship that needs a number 1 contender. The only championship that any of these idols could potentially get a shot at is the Openweight Championship, which will happen in a couple weeks from now and at the Premium Live event. Starting us off tonight will be MerlinGTB. Merlin's had a pretty rough season too, to be honest. Has kind of fallen into obscurity, looking to end it off with a bang and start season 3 off on the right foot. Merlin hasn't really been the same since we haven't seen him with Garreth on Pardon. Garreth hasn't really been the same since he lost the Openweight Championship. Merlin had a late number in the 30 participant battle royal, but didn't make it very far. And Dobby is going to be his opponent here tonight. Dobby made it a decent ways away, but didn't really make too many waves in the 30 participant battle royal. Dobby losing his last chance at a title opportunity. We've seen Dobby in a handful, I think, if not just one title shot this season, so maybe next season will be Dobby's season. Still no championship to Dobby's name. I mean, also, I was going to say the only other title that the Icons could jump on is the tag team title, as they will still be defended at See You Next Time. All championships will be defended in the finale. Tonight, we will be starting off, though, the number 1 contenders tournament for the Idol division to figure out who Rize's title will be, who Rize has to defend the title against, and it's going to be, we're going to actually start the preliminaries rather than the number 1. You have some members have to earn their title opportunity or their shot in the tournament via the boss upstairs, picked by the boss upstairs. Some got to buy into the tournament, some have to earn their spot. And a Samoan drop. I would say, as much as Garreth and Merlin were a dastardly duo, I gotta say, it's one of those things where you think, as much as I don't like it when they're together, because they don't follow the rules and get themselves in trouble and kind of do dastardly things, as I said previously. I would have liked to see Merlin and Garreth maybe be able to have a shot at the tag team division, but they seem to have just cut ties completely this season. Especially after Garreth lost the opportunity at the Icon division. Of course, the tag team titles weren't there when they cut ties, so maybe that was the straw that broke the camel's back. Emrys Morgana seemed to have an altercation many months ago, and that was the last we saw Garreth and La Primera together. Merlin going to the top rope. Thinks against it as Dobby gets back through the ropes. Sending Dobby into the corner with that clothesline, hooking around the neck. Dobby back up onto his feet, and Merlin says, stay down. Deadlift. Powerbomb. These two are big, beefy boys slapping meat. Merlin up and over. Hooks the leg. One. Kick out of one. Bringing Merlin to the opposite corner, dropping him face first on the turnbuckle, and now mounts him with the ground and pound. Dobby also hasn't really had any, bumps him, hasn't really had any tag team. Ooh, spins him around. Shining Wizard to the chin. Dobby hasn't really had any shots at tag team gold, as he doesn't really seem to be aligned with anybody at this point. Merlin getting him up top. Magic missile drop kick by Merlin. Hooks the leg on Dobby. 1, 2. It's kick out at 2.9 for Dobby. Barely keeping himself alive. And into the corner. Head first. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. Kick out at 2. Rolls him through, hooks the legs. To steal the win, kick out of 2. We saw a while ago, I think at Carnal Chaos, that was how Garreth won the match. Won his match. Splash. Doesn't connect with anybody but the air. The air and the canvas, I should say. And now Merlin going back to his old self, vintage Merlin. Showing off a little bit. Can't help but get into the spotlight a little bit. Off the ropes. Shoulder tackle doesn't knock him down. Picking up Merlin. German, or belly to belly over the top rope. Crashing in front of the French-Canadian commentator's table. And a sidewalk slam onto the floor. Of course, they have until the count of 10 to get back into the ring, and we know Merlin is not afraid to let his opponents lay on the outside. It seems like Dobby is in control as I say that. Merlin gets up onto his feet. Picks him up for a fall-away slam onto the concrete, landing side first and twisting over. 6. I know I said Merlin's not a stranger to letting the count go, however, with how much limited time you have this season, you want to be able to show off to the bosses upstairs, get those early title shots in at Season 3. Merlin climbing back up top the ropes. Could we see another one? No, we won't. We'll see a splash, and Merlin hooks the leg. Center of the ring, shoulders down, kick at a 2 still. Off the ropes. Goes to grab him maybe for a Seeing Stars. Has him scouted, takes him down, clubbing, hammer fist, blows to the chest. And Merlin fights just barely out of it, getting him up and over. Hooks the leg. 2, kick at a 2. Dobby's got Merlin in the corner. What is he looking for here? What is he looking for? On the top rope, Dobby climbing. Has both men on the top. Avalanche powerbomb. Sending Merlin straight to hell. Kick out at 2. Big clothesline. Merlin is not showing any of that damage he just took. Shaking it off completely, or at least faking it until he makes it. Sending him down the ramp where there's no padded protection from the concrete. Dobby tries to get full mount. Merlin reverses it. This is a dangerous area for either man to be in. An easy place to count out. Bumps him. 6 count. Over halfway. Stalling suplex by Merlin. Seven. And Merlin might be looking to get that count out. Like I said previously, Dobby making it to one knee. Even after getting it suplexed onto the concrete, Dobby's back in it. And Dobby might just be looking for another one. Has Merlin back into the corner. Dobby, or bomb. And Dobby might just take it. Talk about him pressing the bosses upstairs. Dobby would have taken it to all 4 corners if he had to. Very big win for Dobby. To start off the night, a massive win for Dobby. As we will move on to the preliminaries of the Idol Division #1 Contenders Tournament, who will make it into the tournament and earn their spot against an opponent already selected by the bosses upstairs. Next. That was looking all Merlin until the very end there. All right, next match, let's go. All right, it's time for the preliminary match for the #1 Contenders Tournament. They have to earn their spot into the tournament. The boss upstairs have selected 4 contenders that they deem to be the top 4 idols in the division, whether that is purely based on their wins, their work ethic, or potential personal bias from the bosses upstairs. Everybody's got a bias. And it seems like the Shogunate might be getting, I don't want to say punished, but want to make sure they earn their spot. Ayasu, not in the tournament. If she wins this match, will be in the first or second round of the tournament. Well, in the first round of the tournament. Maybe the second match, maybe the third, maybe the fourth, maybe the first. Coming off an unsuccessful title match as the challenger in the tag team, can Ayasu pick up the win? Because Rize, Ayasu, and Azanaza were unable to win the 30-participant Battle Royal. However, if Azanaza or Ayasu win this match, that could just be an easy title defense for the longest reigning Idol Division champion. She's got 2 sleeper agents in the tournament, or potentially in the tournament. But I know this person's not going to give up very easily and is going to make sure they do anything in their power to pick up a win in this match for their first ever Idol Division championship. It is Emrys Morgana talking about Merlin and La Primera, the leader of La Primera. Emrys Morgana looking to make waves at the end of Season 2. Talking about the waves being made. Emrys Morgana not accompanied by MPW this time. It seems much like Garreth Unported. Maybe Emrys Morgana is breaking off of MPW. There could be dissension in the ranks or even trouble in paradise for this trio, but Emrys Morgana looking to get her shot at the Idol Division Championship. Former openweight champions, both of them, looking to get their shot. Lunas versus Emrys Morgana. start us out in one of 3 Idol Division matches we'll have tonight. This is for the Idol Division #1 contender tournament. +300 days Rize has held the championship, has held it almost fully through Season 2. Ooh, a disrespectful slap by Ayasu. Now pulling at Emrys Morgana, working over the ribs. And takes Ayasu down. Definitely a battle of technician versus power, as Ayasu continues to show the power, and Emrys Morgana shows her technical prowess, getting out of that. Going for another one, trying to wear down Emrys, but Emrys is a submission specialist. How will that favor in Emrys's way? Could we see a tap out? And is this a way of Ayasu trying to get in Emrys's head, saying, I'm going to try to tap you out? Get it too. Ayasu was an integral part of helping Rize win that Elimination Chamber to defend the championship. So Ayasu is not one to, let run away with any sort of momentum. Won the Openweight Championship in their debut match. They are not someone to scoff at. They're a fighter in their own right and could easily win this tournament and give Rize an easy win, unless, maybe that's the opportunity. You take any opportunity you get to run away with the championship, or not run away with the championship, but run away with the chance. Dragon Screw leg whip right in front of the French Canadian commentators table. Ayasu could actually legitimately challenge Rize for the title. Now sitting on Emrys Morgana, pulling at the face. Can't win on the outside, but could this potentially be wearing down Emrys, or are you just giving Emrys time to recuperate? How effective are these submission holds from Ayasu? We haven't seen Ayasu do many submission holds, if any, up until this point, I feel. Ayasu's cutting her losses, going back into the ring. A little bit of trash talk from Ayasu. Sending Emrys into the corner. Emrys reverses it. And a splash. Nobody's home, out of the way. Her mouth eats some turnbuckle. Feeling the blues by Ayasu. I was going to say foot is very close to the ropes, and referee sees that rope break. Ayasu trying to keep that momentum. Emrys bringing her across the ring. But just before their destination, Ayasu reverses. It's out of the hold, off the ropes. Ducks under. Jumps over. Bumps him. And a clothesline catching. Emrys continuing to keep this momentum. If Emrys wants to win this match, she's going to have to do something against Ayasu, and Ayasu in complete control still. Reversal, though, by Emrys. Ooh, working over the arm. Brings it over the shoulder. And now, once again, trying to get her to that ropes. What is she looking for here? Sending Ayasu off the ropes. Jumps over. Jumps over again. And a shoulder uppercut kind of ting there. Handspring elbow drop, hooks the leg center of the ring. A Close fall for Ayasu. First pinfall attempt from Emrys in this match. The Idol Division Championship is something Emrys has been chasing for. Ooh, kick at a 2. Since showing up in MPW. She has shown that she'll do whatever it takes to win. Oh, hemlock! Hemlock applied! Looking to maybe tap. We've seen Emrys tap out multiple idols with this submission hold. Gets the leg over. We've seen Emrys is willing to do anything it takes, even magics, to get the championship. That was how she won the openweight championship from Zarataro. Ayasu. Bouncing Emrys off the middle ropes, going up top. Ayasu doing a little bit of everything this match. High flying, power moves, submission. Doing whatever it takes to win, not giving her her opponent any disrespect by giving her anything but her best. Face first into the concrete. Ayasu makes it back into the ring. Emrys at the 5 count. It's got to get up or it could see a count out. 7. Ayasu decides to break the count at 7. Could that have been a big mistake from her? Saito suplex onto the floor. That could have been Ayasu's biggest mistake. Maybe she didn't want to win this way. Maybe she didn't think that she had enough time. Single leg Boston Crab. Holding that on Emrys. Referees count slowed, but is still counting. Referee's discretion on how fast he wants to go, but letting them fight. Nobody wants to see this match end in a double count out. Seven count. Ayasu back up to her feet. Emrys gonna meet her on the outside. I guess Emrys was just impatient. Pulls her into the ring, feeling the blues. Emrys might have just impatiently pushed herself to a loss. Kick out of 2. Ayasu up again. Elbow drop. Doesn't float over into the pin. Bounces off the ropes. Elbow drop. Doesn't connect that time. Drop kick by Emrys. Jawbreaker reversal. Right hand rocks Emrys. Wobbly feet. Jelly legs. Another one. Inverted. Oh my gosh. Elbows, elbows, elbows. Feeling the blues. Saying stay down with those elbows driven into the chest. 2, 3, and stay down she does. As Ayasu moves on to the next round. Or should I say the first round of the tournament. Earned herself a spot. Can she make it all the way? Ayasu officially in the #1 contenders tournament as we will move on to the semi-main event next. I gotta go fill up my water bottle super quick like. I'll load up the next match though. I don't know if I'm gonna do the last show. I'm gonna try and push through, but let's see. Back. Thanks to any of y'all for sticking around, or to all y'all for sticking around. This is the second to last match of this show, so we have this match and then 5 matches after this one. Let's get into it. All right, it's time for the semi-main event of the evening and another match to determine who will follow in Ayasu's footsteps, getting into the Idol Division #1 Contenders Tournament. We're going with the former longest reigning openweight champion in history, Usaino, not making one of the cuts for the 4 people selected by the bosses upstairs. Usaino's been incredibly impressive up until this point. I could definitely see them being in contention for that selection by the boss upstairs, but the former openweight champion is not. The former openweight champion was the former longest reigning champion was dethroned by the shortest reigning champion in BA Tycho. Usaino, I think, did 84 days as champion. I'll double check that. 84 days as champion. Yep, 84 days as champion. And the champion that preceded them only lasted 2 days. Barely 48 hours. But we round up here at MPW. Usaino had some close opportunities at the Idol Division this season, but just always the bridesmaid, never the bride. In these tournaments, in these matches, just can't quite make it all the way. Can they finally do it this time? And who's going to be Usaino's opponent for this tournament? It's none other than Blueness, B.A. Tycho's good little soldier. However, it hasn't been such sunshine and roses at the Coalition, as it seems like B.A. Tycho may be on his way out. The Coalition seemingly having more luck without him than with him. B.A. Tycho almost won the 30 participant battle royale, but the leader of the Coalition being only holding the openweight championship for 2 days definitely shows your subordinates that maybe you're not fit to lead, especially with Greg being the Icon Division champion. Maybe a new position for champion or for leader could potentially be in the works here, as Greg might be taking over. I mean, he has a better relationship with the Bear. The one loyalist I could definitely see still being on his side is Blueness. But even Blueness is got to waver a little bit. Dropkick. This is Blueness's last chance at an Idol Division championship. Same with Usaino. Neither one wants to give that up. Stomps to the hands, working over the fingies of Usaino. Just trying to inflict some pain. lower the grip strength of Usaino, make it very hard to lift up their opponent. Hurricane Rana. Usaino off the ropes, catches inverted DDT. Both these two have a very similar high-flying style. We'll see which one can get the upper hand, because I've got to say both these idols are incredibly impressive. Honestly, you can't really say any idol isn't impressive. This division is one of the most competitive divisions we have. Facebuster, Kip Up, gets caught again. Slips out of it, and a Bulldog to the bunny. Usaino back up onto their feet, and now Blueness's turn for an inverted DDT. Like I said, very similar styles. Blueness, like B.A. Tycho, has always kind of fell short when it comes to the championship. On the knee. Could she do it here and finally earn her shot and win the championship? Usaino maybe looking to go into the corner for the bunny hop and Pele kick, but Blueness rolls out. Up and over cannonball, lands straight on their tailbone. But gets a little bit of it on Blueness. Back and forth on the outside. Sling blade by Usaino. Doesn't roll through for the drop kick. 5 count. We could see, I mean, if someone gets a double count out, they're giving, or if one of these matches ends in a double count out, they're giving someone in the tournament a free bye in the first round. Blueness leaving Usaino at a 6 count, up against the barricade. 7. Blueness was fully prepared to leave Usaino outside for the count out. But Usaino makes it back in, was maybe going back outside for another one. Thought against it though, came back in and got caught by Usaino. Sends Usaino into the corner. And those forearms positioning Usaino for a moonsault. Blueness getting up top. Moonsault. Rolls through and catches it, though. On the way around 1, 2. Kick at a 2. Blueness nearly moving on to the next round. And Blueness up top again for a blue moon. Blue moon by Blueness. Ooh, kick at a 2. Sling blade this time rolls through for the drop kick. Does connect. Usaino and Blueness both have history with Rize, having had multiple matches against them. Ooh, snapping the leg, overextending the tendons. Now Usaino's rolling to the outside, and it looks like it might be Blueness's turn to go up and over, and nope. Blueness doesn't do that. Playing some mind games on Usaino, making sure they weren't prepared. Got Usaino up for a power bomb. Usaino slipping out with those fists, just barely getting in between. Slides out. Continuing to battle on the outside. Ooh, brainbuster, short brainbuster, dumping Blueness on her head. float over DDT. The punishment to the skull continues by Usaino, leaving Blueness in a position that maybe she might be out already. Usaino going up top. Blueness quickly getting up onto her feet. Blueness picking up Usaino, bringing them to the other corner. Blueness looked like she could have almost been completely out of it. Ooh, kick to the side of the head. And another strike to the arm. Third time's the charm again. Continuing to punish the arm. Usaino with another drop kick. Snapmare off the ropes. A sliding drop kick. A lot of kicks to the head. Maybe looking to knock out their opponent. Suplex. Blueness rolling out of the ring, not wanting to get hit with anything. Usaino calling for Blueness up. Blueness already up on their feet. Usaino gets back into the ring. Blueness off the ropes, drop kick, catches Usaino on entry. Daydreaming a little bit, gets caught with a basement drop kick. Off the ropes, drops the knee. And Usaino might be looking to put it away. The bunny stomp by Usaino. 1, 2, kick out of 2. Usaino going up again. Second time's the charm. Nobody's home. But immediately recovers from that mishap. Super kick to the leg. Off the ropes and an inverted Shining Wizard. Now it's Blueness's turn to get onto the top rope. For the second time tonight. Second time's the charm. Blue Moon. Far away from the ropes. Usaino has been eliminated. Blueness moving on to the #1 contenders tournament. Can she go all the way for the Coalition? I mean, as much as the Coalition maybe seeing B.A. Tycho as a lesser leader, B.A. Tycho handpicked Blueness. So Blueness needs to prove that not only B.A. Tycho wasn't wrong to select her, but also that she isn't like him. As we'll move on to the main event of the night, our third match of this prelim tournament. Next. I'm fading, so we'll see how I do on this last match. I kind of want to go do something that's going to take time, but I think I want to do it. I guess we could focus specifically on the people that I know are going to be in matches, just because I feel like this will save some time. That's okay. Hopefully this will make matches go well and hopefully it won't suck. Gotta do 2 more. Okay. Go for the main event. And then we have 4 more matches after this. Oh. All right, let's get into it. All right, it is time for the main event of the evening. ShmeepsWorld, making their way to the ring, was one of the first contenders or members of the 30-participant Battle Royal. Was unable to make it super far, was obviously didn't make the win. Looking for their last shot at the Idol Division Championship. ShmeepsWorld worked a little bit with Draven in the 30-participant Battle Royal, showing that numbers are a good advantage, but wanted everything. And now it's all any person for themselves. Shmeeps might meet Draven in this tournament if they make it far enough. If they make it past the prelims as well. And they will have to come up with a decision of, do they let their friend, do they take it easy on their friend, or put it all on the line for that championship? And talking about putting it all on the line, Tyranno Maximum puts it on the line every time they step into the squared circle. Ty had a pretty decent run, I would say, in the Battle Royal. Didn't make it very far, didn't pick up the win, but Ty has been a dark horse of the MPW Idol Division for a long time. Constantly shocking people, almost became the Idol Division champion. Ty's looking for that last shot. If Ty could do it, that would truly be shocking, because Ty's going up against some of the best idols in the country, in the world, in this tournament. So to just make it past the preliminaries might be a challenge for Ty. Going up against ShmeepsWorld, a former is ShmeepsWorld former openweight? I don't think she is. Yes, she is. Former openweight and Idol Division champion. ShmeepsWorld versus Ty, another high flyer versus high flyer type matchup. We'll see how it differs from Usino versus Blueness. Both these two take their time to try and do as much as they can to impress the audience as well as injure their opponents and pick up a win. I could see either of these two potentially being the #1 contender for the match. It would be an uphill battle, but I could see it happening, especially ShmeepsWorld. Shmeeps knows what it's like to climb up that Mount Everest, the top of the hill, and hold both championships in MPW, both singles titles for the Idol Division. Pushes Shmeeps off, grabs her, belly to belly scoop suplex, fisherman suplex. Off the ropes. Oh, grabs Ty, hooks the legs as well. High kicks out at 1. Hurricane Rana, no, grabbing the arm. Trying to wear Ty down a little bit. Rolls through. Ty with the clothesline, sending Shmeeps up and over. Exactly how you would eliminate someone from the Battle Royal. I don't know if either of these two got an elimination. I can't quite remember. I should probably actually look at the stats. Sending Shmeeps onto the ropes. And now off the ropes themselves. Little splash. Little splash of magic. Off the ropes as well. A clothesline. Hooks the leg. Get at 1. Off the ropes. Head scissors. Making Ty dizzy as Shmeeps gets in position. Thinks against it, though. Doesn't think she has it. Ty back up, will not stay down. Like an unruly child, will not stay down. And now Shmeeps eyeing Ty for the critical roll! Setting Ty inside out. 1, 2, kick out. Shmeeps nearly had it. Grabbing Ty by the head. Inverted falling DDT. And now going up the top ropes for around the world. Nobody's home. Ty gets the drop kick. An expert maneuver from Ty. Barely getting out of it. Getting Shmeeps up for the extinction bomb! Extinction bomb to Shmeeps. 2, kick out at 2. Ty can't believe it, but Shmeeps hasn't taken enough damage. Ty going to the opposite corner. Full speed ahead and a splash in the corner. Working over the legs of Shmeeps now. Want to make sure every time she goes up to the top ropes, it's a little bit more difficult as Ty all the way up top. Split-legged moonsault. Center of the ring, shoulders down. 1, 2, kick out at 2 again. Ty thought that they might have had it there off the ropes. Shitty little splash. Off the ropes for a 3rd time. Booty popping moonsault. Nobody's home for that one. Shmeeps found her exit. Flips him around for a DDT. Ty pushes Shmeeps. Right hand. Rock Shmeeps off the ropes. Ducks under. Jumps over. Bumps him. Ducks the punch. Turns it into an ankle lock. Shmeeps could be in trouble. Was working on the leg a little bit earlier in the match. Shmeeps rolls through, flipping Ty. And eliminated. Sends Ty to the outside. Shmeeps is going to follow. Into a German suplex. Release German suplex. Ty and Shmeeps battling it on the outside. We don't want to see a double count out here. Would not want the main event to end in a double count out. 5. And a neck breaker. Shmeeps showing no signs of wanting to get back into the ring just yet. 7. On the floor, Hurricane Rana. Sending him into the ring post. 8. We could see a count out. Shmeeps breaks up the countout. Doesn't want to win that way. Could have taken the easy route, but that's just not Shmeeps. That's not Shmeeps' mentality. Double stomp onto the elbow. As Shmeeps continues to punish Ty on the outside. Rights and lefts. Knee into the stomach. As they continue to brawl. I mean, I don't know if this is considered a brawl or this is just considered a beatdown in the corner. Shmeeps confused. Spins Ty around. Hurricane Rana. 8 count. Shmeeps sets Ty up onto their feet. 9 breaks the count again. Doesn't want that count out. Gets Ty back into the ring. And Shmeeps thinks that that could be the end, and I can agree. 1, 2. Kick out at 2 by Ty. I thought that was going to be the end with how Ty was acting on the outside. I thought Ty might just be completely out of it. But of course, Ty proves me wrong. Ty slap in the back, DDT. Ducks the clothesline, misses the drop kick. Fight for strength. Another try at that clothesline. Doesn't connect. Tossing her over. Ty trying to go off the ropes once more. Shmeeps counters. Sends Ty into the corner. Putting Ty up into a position we're all familiar with when it comes to Shmeeps. Hooking the arm, superplex into the Falcon Arrow, and nobody kicks out of the Falcon Arrow. Kick out by Ty. Barely a kick out. That last bit of strength around the world. Again, nobody's home. Ty does not want to go down. Shmeeps is fighting for her life. And so is Ty. To just make it into the tournament. Just kicks to the back by Shmeeps. I have to go see a chiropractor after this match. Drop kick to the back again. And now working over the arm. Continuing to target the elbows and the arms of Tyranno. Drop kick to the back again. Trying to do it just as much damage as she can. What is it going to take to put Ty away? Maybe another one. This just might be the last thing she needs. Ty! Reversal! Sending Shmeeps to the floor! Elbow drop! Floats over, hooks the leg, 1! Kick out at 1 by Shmeeps! I don't know if Ty can believe it. Fireman's carry. Shmeeps sunset flip to Ty. What is it going to take to put away her opponent? Critical roll! Shmeeps says 3rd time's the charm. Wants to make sure around the world that he stays down. 1, 2, 3. And ShmeepsWorld moves to the #1 contenders tournament. Looking for that shot. That was your main event tonight. Thank you so much for watching Masu Pro Wrestling. I'm Masu Pro Wrestlington, and we'll see you guys next week. We have one more show. Honestly, that one hyped me up enough that it made me want to do another one. But I know it's not true. I want to put up on my walls because I'm not in the mood. I'm so far from the rest of the room. I know that I can heal it all. Fishing it soon. If you only worth it, only searching. Nothing's ever really permanent, but damn it hurts, man. This anxiety is really trying me. I know. Just gotta get through. Just gotta get through. If I never need to start, if you do what you do, and I'm all feel like taking off, find a place with a view. I think I'm never gonna stop, cause they keep trolling you, and all I just gotta get through, gotta get through, gotta get through. Feel like taking off, find a place with a view. I think I'm never gonna stop, cause they keep trolling you, and setting up the last 4 matches of the night. All right. Save. I'll get through it. I can believe in myself. Just splashed water on my face or something. Okay, let's get into it. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Masu Pro Wrestling. I'm your host and sole commentator, Masu Pro Wrestlington, and we are continuing off with the last match of the preliminaries for the #1 Contenders Tournament for the Idol Division #1 Contenders title. Azanaza making their way to the ring. Ayasu already picking up their win last week to make it into the #1 Contenders Tournament. If Azanaza can make it, then we will have both Shogunate members in the tournament, giving Rize a big advantage to potentially securing her title. Azanaza definitely feeling that chip on their shoulder, being pinned in their tag team match, coming off of that tag team championship loss. Azanaza, I know, is feeling that sense of self-doubt that they aren't good enough, wanting to prove it every single time they step into the ring through those ropes, and they're going to try and prove it here tonight. And someone that is desperate for a championship, working oh so hard for that championship, has so many achievements under her belt already just in life, but when it comes to wrestling, has not even put her foot in the door. It is MamaInu. MamaInu looking for her first Idol Division championship. It would be very fitting if the mother could defeat Rize, the person that defeated her child, for that championship. Dethrone the person that dethroned your child. Bring it back to the family, but has to go through the Shogunate first. MamaInu, the leader of her pack. Showing it's never too late to start something you're passionate about in life. You know, everybody's coming in, starting from the beginning. Everybody starts from a different position. You may start somewhere else. You may start at a different time, at a different place than other people, but it doesn't mean that you're any less of that person. When you step into the ring, it doesn't matter who you are, age, race, ethnicity, gender, sexuality. It does not matter who you are. All of it is thrown away in the ring, and it's left up to ability. Ability and heart. MamaInu winning the test of strength, sending Azanaza into the corner. Bringing Azanaza up against the ropes. Hooks the leg, kick out at 1. MamaInu making it up top. These are the last 2 contenders to get into the #1 contenders tournament. The last 2 participants. Last week we saw Ayasu, we saw ShmeepsWorld, and we saw Balloonist make their way into the #1 contenders tournament to fill in the last half of that tournament. Inverted DDT, hooking that arm of MamaInu. Once again, just kicking the temple. Busting MamaInu open with that last kick. Already starting to bleed. And a knee strike. It's not going to make that wound any less open. Azanaza going up. Elbow drop to the back. Floats MamaInu over for an early 2 count. Azanaza wants to finish this as fast as possible. Just get their opportunity, get their shot in the tournament. And a pile driver, sit down pile driver. Going a little old school on Azanaza. Old school, but painful. They don't make moves like they used to. Azanaza going up top. MamaInu up onto their feet. And catching Azanaza with authority. Tossing them to the mat. And catching them with their own momentum. An elbow drop galore. Working over the arm. Bouncing Azanaza off the ropes. MamaInu going up top. What could she be looking for at the high rent district? Falling fist. Nobody's home, and that's why they call it high risk, high reward. MamaInu risked it, but came up a little bit empty. Now Azanaza looking to go to the middle rope this time. Maybe trying to get some luck on the purple rope. Drop kick. Connects heavy. Hooks the leg on MamaInu. Kick it at 1 this time. MamaInu grabbing the leg as Azanaza pulls at her face. Knee to the back of the ribs. And knee to the front. Didn't want to make the front jealous. Fisherman suplex. Super kick. I'm sorry, I love you. By MamaInu. And now, MamaInu maybe up to her old tricks. No, reversal. by Azanaza. MamaInu not letting that momentum switch too much. Bumps him. Trying to grab onto them, though. That bump, that collision. Taking her off guard. Azanaza going back up top. Double axe handle. Crowns MamaInu. And it's maybe looking to try and end it. Kick to the gut. Flip that arm around. DNA DDT. 2. No, MamaInu kicks out at 2, and Azanaza is furious. MamaInu rolling to the floor. Up through the ropes. Catching MamaInu. Azanaza doing whatever it takes. Risking their life to try and get this win. Six count. Could we take a count out? 7. Eight. Azanaza's better get into the ring. Barely gets back. Sends him into the rope. Azanaza in the corner. Clone explosion out of the corner. 2, 3, and Azanaza secures their spot. Joining Ayasu in the tournament. The last member of the tournament being added is Azanaza, the Shogunate. Having 2 members. 2 out of the 8 people are in the Shogunate for Rize's title. Could potentially be a sign of good things for Rize as we'll move on to our second match of the night. Bam, 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 ba-dum. Bam, 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 ba-da-dum. Bam, 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 ba-da-dum. Ba-dum, bam, 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 bam. Let's get into it. Oh. All right, it's time for our second match of the night. One of 2 Icon Division contests we'll have. As I talked about last week, the Icon Division aren't even in a no man's land anymore. We know that FlairZero is going to be the #1 contender for the Icon Division Championship, meaning this is about glory, about making a name for yourself and showing off to the MPW audience. TheSleepyPengu making his way to the ring. Former 2-time Icon Division champion TheSleepyPengu could not get his hands on a Icon Division championship this season. Kept getting into 2-on-1 situations where they were just fighting. He's fighting an uphill battle. Speaking of former Icon Division champions, the longest reigning Icon Division champion, or one of the longest reigning Icon Division champions, Zarataro, struggled to get back into the title contention this season. Didn't have much luck in the 30-participant Battle Royal. I don't even know if Sleepy was in the 30-participant Battle Royal. Sleepy might have just missed the boat on that one. I genuinely don't remember. Truly not fair. But what what is going to be fair tonight, hopefully, is this match. Zarataro going one-on-one with SleepyPengu for Guts and Glory. I mean, there's always a small chance that you could potentially get some sort of title opportunity from the boss upstairs. You impress them that much, they put you into the championship, but the Battle Royal is pretty sacred. The last call match is pretty sacred. Flair earned that opportunity. And Flair shall keep that opportunity. SleepyPengu versus the hamster Zarataro. Off the clothesline, gets caught with the knee. SleepyPengu and Zarataro, both former champions, both struggling in that position to get back into the championship. Wanting to start Season 3 off right. 2 count already. Up and over, barely connecting with Sleepy. The butt just scraping over the head. Zarataro getting on the back of Sleepy. Hurricane Rana. The elbow into his chin. Fall away Fisherman. Flipping him around for a German. Release German. Flipping him 180. Sending Zarataro into the corner. Look at the arm with a suplex. Throwing him around, tossing him like a salad. Off the rope, splash. Off the ropes, thwarts the Shining Wizard, I think is what Zarataro was going for. Sends him off the ropes, ducks under. Jumps over. Bumps him. Flips him around for a half and half. Back to belly suplex. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. 2 count for Sleepy. Sleepy gets Zarataro onto his shoulders. For the go-to Sleepy. In a pretty dominant fashion, SleepyPengu nearly picks up the win. Sleepy thought he had it, but wasn't quite there yet. And Zarataro now rolling Sleepy up. Kick out at 1, though. Hooks the chin. Right hands rocking Zarataro. Sorry, sometimes my brain takes a little bit to load. And works over the ribs. Zarataro rolling out onto the apron. Using the ropes for stability. Sleepy goes to rush him off and then gets caught. Busts him open in a drop kick. Gets busted open on Zarataro's knee. Rolls out in front of the French-Canadian commentators table. Takes his time to get back into the ring. Sends Sleepy. Nope, Sleepy reverses it. And Sleepy takes down Zarataro again. His foot is close to the ropes. Expert spotting by our referee, senior referee. Sleepy picks him back up. Go to Sleepy. Catches him for a German to cement Zarataro down. SleepyPengu. An impressive match and an impressive win. SleepyPengu picking up a massive win over the former longest reigning Icon Division champion. We will move on to the second Icon Division match tonight. Next. semi-main event of the night for the Icon Division. The reason the Icon Division isn't in a no man's land is for this man in particular, the open weight champion, FlairZero, dethroning B.A. Tycho after only 2 days as champion and earning himself a shot at the Icon Division Championship. Flair still has to defend this championship one more time before MPW presents See You Next Time. So we'll see if he can hold on to the championship, but if he can defend this championship 2 more times and win the Icon Division Championship, Flair could be the first ever double champion in MPW history. Former longest reigning Icon Division champion and now openweight champion, FlairZero. His second championship this season, and catching it towards the end. FlairZero with a massive win. FlairZero will have to go against Greg for the Icon Division Championship. And Greg's best friend and tag team partner is going to be his opponent. But who is that? If you haven't watched us before, you may not know, you may not understand, you may not realize that this man, this beast, is undoubtedly, uncertainly, unmistakably one thing, and that is a bear. Greg's tag team partner and best friend, a bear, defending his honor against his #1 contender, FlairZero. A bear looking to take Flair down a notch. Bear versus Flair. I'm going to take Flair down a notch, maybe even injure the challenger before his championship match. This won't be an easy match for the champion, but could he potentially pick up the win here? We will have to see. Going up against someone like a bear, it's so difficult. He's a massive it's a bear, right? Like, he's a massive monster beast. FlairZero versus a bear. The bell has rung. And the bear has been released onto Flair. Flair made it through the 30-participant Battle Royal, picking up the win. Spent quite a while in the Battle Royal to pick up the win, after also fighting in an openweight championship match. Flair's done quite successfully in Season 2, and I'm excited to see where he takes it in Season 3. Inverted DDT onto the knee, and a double stomp to the bear. Dropkick, did a little dance on him. Flair going to the top rope, right in front of the French-Canadian commentator's table is the bear, and oh my god, landing elbow first onto concrete. Could not feel any worse for the openweight champion. Scoop slam, of course, I don't feel like I need to remind you, but I will. This match is not for the openweight championship. Big bicycle kick, boot. Suplex reversed by the bear. Super kick to the back of the head. The bear had a very disappointing showing in the 30-participant Battle Royal last season. He was popping off in that match. This season, he did not make a big impact. Flair catches the bear with a combo breaker to the chin. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3. Oh my god. Flair didn't even pull out the below zero, knocking the bear out. Could that be an omen for Greg in their upcoming championship match? He just took on his best friend with ease. In one of the fastest matches we've seen, he beat the leader of the coalition with only 2 days in his title reign, beat the bear in like 2 seconds. Now he's going up against Greg. If I'm Greg, I'm worried. But we will move on to our main event of the night. Thank you, Flair, for making this not a longer stream than it has to be. What a guy. Fuck all the doubters. They are fucking doubter. I swear to God, I'm a lemon now. I was listening to an ASMR before this stream, and it was called, I swear this ASMR video will make you feel tingles or something like that. And it's just a woman whispering swear words into the ears, into the microphone. I'm just like, it's so funny. I don't know why it made me laugh. Maybe it's because I'm used to working with like special needs kids who swear a lot, and it just like, I don't know, it reminded me of them. It made me laugh. Okay. Let's get to the main event. Officially starting the #1 contenders tournament for the Idol division. The one contender selected by the bosses upstairs, one of the contenders selected by the bosses upstairs to be in the tournament, MintyClovers. One of the final 4 members of the 30-participant Battle Royal, former openweight and Idol division champion, MintyClovers, looking to earn her Idol division #1 contendership. And no matter what happens tonight, today is going to be a good day, because MintyClovers has hopped onto your screen. And her opponent will be the one that made it in through the preliminaries, or one member that made it in through the preliminaries, Balloonus. Balloonus beat Usino to get to this point. And the coalition have not been having some luck, but Balloonus might be able to bring it back against MintyClovers. And MintyClovers might have some extra pressure put onto her, because not only is this a very important match, very important tournament for the #1 contenders, they were handpicked by the boss upstairs to get a shot in this tournament. They did not have to get through the preliminaries. They basically got to buy through the preliminaries to this point. And so if Balloonus comes in and proves that they are just superior to Minty, maybe Minty didn't deserve this spot and the boss upstairs picked wrong. You never want to be in that position where the boss upstairs think, did we select wrong in picking who we should pick for the tournament? Because they picked who they thought were the top 4 in the career, or in the division right now. Not necessarily based purely on wins and losses, but on experience and performance, as well as wins and losses. So Minty might have a little bit of an uphill battle in our main event. A little extra pressure. Luna's already taken it to the fingies of MintyClovers. Minty was in the final 4, but was unable to make it all the way in the 30-participant Battle Royal. No matter how hard she tried, was just not enough. Luna's targeting the arm of MintyClovers. What could the plan be here? Trying to maybe make it harder to use the Clover Cutter. Scoops Blueness. Beautiful maneuver by MintyClovers, showing that former championship prowess. Picks Blueness up, but Blueness reversal. Blueness taking the advantage early in this match. Setting MintyClovers onto the top rope. What is Blueness looking for? Oh my gosh! Like, climbing to the top rope for a super kick. An impressive maneuver by Blueness. Now Blueness up top. Big splash, nobody's home. Took a dive right into the shallow end. Trying to get their bearings back in the corner. MintyClovers eyeing them up. Forearm to the spine. And now pushing the boot. Got nowhere to go. Does Blueness. Making her way out of the corner. MintyClovers picking him up on the shoulder, bouncing him off the top rope. Now a forearm to the face, not giving Blueness any chances to breathe. As she flips her around, working the inside leg now onto the knee, working the other leg, targeting both sides, targeting specific limbs. Blueness targeting the arms, Minty targeting the legs. Minty covers Blueness, kick out at 1. Way too early to call it for Blueness. Off the ropes. Ducks under. German suplex by Blueness. Now testing the water with Minty for a 2 count. Combination thwarted by Minty. Sweeping the legs. And maybe going for a fall-away slam, but can't connect. Can't get it off. Leaping DDT by Blueness. And now Minty's rolling to the outside. Blueness eyeing Minty. Could we see over the top? No. Blueness knows exactly what people are expecting and wants to make sure that they have to second guess everything. Minty now busts it open on the outside as the count begins. Nobody wants to be here when it starts counting down to 8 and 9. Minty making her way early into the ring at 4. Ripcord forearm. Blueness back up. Minty's bleeding heavily on the right side of her temple. Forearms setting up for a moonsault. Like I said, people know what to expect. Dodging through, but always catching it. Knee strike. Oh my god. And now Blueness maybe looking to put the nail in the coffin. Never mind. Elbow drop. Not the blue moon yet. Just an elbow drop. Maybe enough to put away Minty. It is not. Minty gets that shoulder up. Barely. And now neck breaker to Blueness. Minty sending, or not sending, working the ropes with Blueness. Sends Blueness off the ropes. Luthez press by MintyClovers. And starts kicking the chest. Working over the arm again is Minty. Wearing down the arms of Blueness. Oh, wait, never mind. Blueness was working over the arms. Gator roll. This gets up onto their feet. Dodges the punch. Does Minty dodges the drop kick. Off the ropes drop kick. Minty's looking a little bit dizzy, looking a little bit dazed. Definitely wants to try to end this match as soon as possible, because that wound on the head is not going anywhere. And it's only going to get worse. Back and forth, these two. Not giving either an inch. Reversal. For a big punch to the face. Dropkick reversed. Floats over for a double stomp. Or rolls through for a double stomp. Into the outside. Lunas again. Just wanting to show off at this point. And then Minty looking like she wants to join in on the showing off. Kip up. Suplex. Two count. Lunas into the barricade. Three count. Minty finally making it back into the ring. Each ducking each other. Neither one wants to give either anything. Ducks under. Jumps over. Luthez press catches. Mounting Lunas. Hooking both arms under. Butterfly something. Minty reverses with a clothesline. And off the ropes with another drop kick. Lunas rolling to the outside. Showing off to the bosses upstairs. Showing that they're not taking this match as seriously as they should be. And a drop kick, or not drop kick, double stomp. I guess it's a drop kick if you look at it. It's a vertical drop kick. Two, kick at a two. Near fall for Minty. Almost getting eliminated. Double stomp again. And now Lunas goes back to working over the arms. Continuing to stomp the fingers of MintyClovers, the fingies, if you will. Third time. The punishment continues. A fourth time. Just continuing could break one of the fingers. Now Lunas all the way up top. Has Minty right where they want her. Elbow drop. I was going to say, maybe Minty trying to roll out of the ring, but no. Gets onto the apron. Lunas sends them to the outside. And now Lunas is going to follow suit up to the top rope. What is Lunas looking for up here? Off the top, leaping DDT on to the concrete. Right in front of the French-Canadian commentators table, and Minty's back up. Luthez press. Glover's back into the ring. Breaks the count, resets it to 1. Hurricane Rana. What is it going to take to put either of them away? Works over the leg, overextending the knee. 5 count. They have to the count of 10 to get back into the ring. They wouldn't want to have all their work wasted by a count out. 6. Lunas sends Minty into the ring. And she follows shortly after. 7 gets onto the ropes. Another elbow drop from the top. And Lunas might think that's enough, and I think I could be inclined to agree. Minty down 2, kick out of 2. Minty is looking worse for wear, though. Lunas has her right where she wants her. Another elbow drop. Not going for the blue moon. Looking to try and beat this without the finisher, maybe? Kick out of 2. I don't know if they should be underestimating Minty like this. Minty up onto their feet. Blueness. Moonsault misses. I think Blueness might have just lost themselves or is risking losing themselves the match if they don't go for this, for their biggest moves, if they don't try to take out their opponent. A big splash, but maybe I'm not the one that's in there. I don't know what it's like. MintyClovers rolling up Blueness. 1, 2, kick out of 2, barely. Minty clothesline in the corner. Blueness needs to stop playing with her food and finish Minty off, or it will be the end. Stomp in the arm, gator roll. Blueness back up, super kick, spinning back kick. Up top. Could Blueness finally be heeding my advice? Blue Moon! Didn't connect though, didn't quite connect. Got only half of it. Is it enough still? No, it's not. She didn't get all of it. She missed it. That misstep could cost her the match here. Oh my gosh, what a misstep. Oh man, the match prolongs as she misses the Blue Moon. The confidence may be shaken in Blueness. Minty's dazed on the outside though. It's any one big move would put Minty away, I think. Tilt-a-whirl neckbreaker. Hooks the leg, Fisherman Brain Buster. German suplex. And a shooting star press, but no. Knees up from Blueness. And a suplex. 6 count. Is Minty gonna leave Blueness on the outside? 7. Is Blueness going to be able to recapture themselves? Ooh, 8. Blueness makes it in at 8. Sending Blueness off the ropes, scooping. Oh my gosh, the rights and the lefts taking her over. This is anybody's game. I think the next big move is going to call it. This really could be anybody's match to continue in the tournament. Working over the arm. MintyClovers rolling Blueness over. Could she have worn Blueness down enough? Kick out of 2. Like I said, next big move. Big move. Working over the arm again. The Armageddon. Standing shooting star press by Minty. Hooks the leg. 1. Kick out of 1. Oh my gosh. I don't even know if Minty can even handle that Blueness kicks out at 1. That was a ton. White noise. Blue noise. Blueness kicking out at 1. I don't know if that's a show of strength and spirit at this point or just a waste of energy. Super kick. Minty taken down one more time. Blueness maybe trying to get a breather, working over the neck. Wrenching at the neck. And now Blueness going back to target the fingies. So much damage has been done to the hands of MintyClovers. Blueness up top. Can she hit it this time? Blue. No, reversal by Minty. MintyClovers with the reversal. Blueness can't get it off. MintyClovers won't say die. Neither of them will go down. Minty off the ropes. Frankensteiner. This is just the first round of the tournament for the #1 contendership. Showing what it means, the last chance at an Idol Division championship this season. MintyClovers, Fisherman, Brainbuster! MintyClovers now up top. Thinks against it though, as Blueness is not in a favorable position. Inside leg kick and a straight kick to the head. That could knock Minty out. Blueness back up. Could it be the third time's the charm? Blue Moon, I think. That might be it unless Minty's close enough to the ropes. 1, 2, 3. Blueness. Moving on to the second round. I don't think you could take anything away from either of those two. MintyClovers or Blueness. Both showing so much heart in that match. Showing exactly what the Idol Division Championship means to these contenders. And Blueness showing exactly that she is not like B.A. Tycho. That B.A. Tycho wasn't wrong for picking her. Thank you guys so much for watching Masu Pro Wrestling. I'm Masu Pro Wrestling 10, and we'll see you guys next Thursday. Woo! Okay, I'm glad I pushed through because that was actually a very awesome ending to the stream. If you guys would, I'd really, really appreciate it if you guys stuck around for the raid ski. We're gonna raid out to someone. And I think I know who I'm gonna raid out to. Let me see. You just got here? I'm so sorry, Angel. It's almost been 4 hours, Angel. If you'd stick around for the raid, I'd appreciate it. This was a really good stream. I would honestly recommend going back and watching it, because this was a really good one. We had a lot of great matches. We're going to raid Memsy. Memsy's like very rarely live. Let's go show her some love. If you guys would stick around, I know you guys probably already know Memsy, but they're playing Fortnite. If you guys would stick around, drop a follow, say hello, something. I'd appreciate that. I hope you guys have a fantastic night, and I will see you guys tomorrow for either... We'll figure out what I'm going to do tomorrow. I'm not quite sure what I want to do yet, but MPW Season 2 is coming to a close. Season 3 is going to start soon. I'm excited to see where it goes. All right. See you guys. Bye. Matane. Bye-bye.